projectors need to figure out how to get support, period. So it's very common that projectors make very, very massive changes in their lives when they really, truly begin to understand their strategy. You hear about people like literally blowing their lives up, like selling their home so they don't have that bill. It's no joke. Because it will literally make people ill to continue to work outside of it will make projectors in particular ill to continue to work like generators outside of their design without support. So it's really not about like, what if you don't have the financial resources to get help? It's more like within the realm of what you do have, you make space to get help. And that can be, I mean, it's really a matter of priorities, right? Like we all have money and are spending it on something. So like, it's a matter of shifting. Like I don't save as much money as other people who make as much money as I do save. Instead, I pay for, a country club that has a child care center at it because I needed that. And, I pay for an au pair, and I just spend a lot of my money on help. And I think there are always ways to get help. There are VAs where you can, there are Philippines VAs. You can pay $10 an hour to do stuff that you don't have to do. There are people who work part-time. There are interns. There are people who will volunteer for help. Probably 5 of the staff members at our event were actually volunteers. You can trade or barter with, it's not about finding the money to do it. It's about like declaring and deciding that you will get help and waiting for the natural next steps to that to open up for you, versus like trying to work around the need to get help. You can't even turn it off. So if you're not magnetizing the right people to you, usually what's happening is you're burnout, like you're working too much like a generator when you're actually a projector. Or you don't yet know exactly the level, you don't yet fully understand and grasp your own value or the value of your own value, period, as a person, as a therapist. So anytime a projector is not magnetizing in who they, kinds of opportunities, relationships, invitations they want to be magnetizing in, it's not that they need to be in energetic practices to do that. It's that they need to rest, heal from burnout, align to their design, get help, a lot of it from generators, and they need to do whatever it takes to remind themselves of or learn their own value. So for example, before I ran my last launch, I got on the phone with like 12 old clients and just to check in with them. How have you been since we did that work together? And those 12 people reported $14 million in increased income as a result of our work together. That was a very crystal clear reminder to me of the value of my work for those people. And it tuned me to the channel of being super magnetic in my marketing for the next thing, right? So before I did this thing where I wanted to become magnetic, I just reminded myself of what the value of my work was, and that gets you on the right frequency.